Are you still there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find different ways to record this
Oh,
since we have to record it
oh,
now.
yeah.
Okay, so I got that, and then I'm trying to find different ways to record this. Where's since we have to record it now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got that and my documents. I have a
I'm
couple
trying to find different ways to record this.
documents.
We have to record it now. Okay.
Share. Oh, they're my documents. I have a
I'm trying to find different ways to record this.
Oh, I'm getting feedback. I'm gonna get out and get back in. I don't know. I know why. Oh, I'm getting feedback. I'm gonna get out and get back in. I don't know. I know why. I moved the phone. Okay, that took care of that. I'm getting out of that.
It has it on the bottom of mine has a video.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback. That took care of that. I'm getting out of that.
It has it on the bottom of mine has a video.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback, which I don't like. I'm gonna get back out and get back in again.
All I can hear is your background noise.
I don't have any background noise. It's totally quiet. Get back out and get back in again. Let's see if
All I can hear is your background noise.
Yeah, I don't have any background noise. That's what's so weird. Okay. Switch channel. Okay, where'd my documents go? This irritates me. I did that. Edit video. Oh. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Start. There you are. Okay. There you are now.
Yeah.
I got docs and member notes. Share in meeting. Start collaborating. Admit. Okay, looks like John is with us.
You see that?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh boy.
Can you hear anybody, John?
Yeah, I got this thing that says members notes on mine.
Oops.
Yeah.
I lost the
Hello.
Hi, Nick.
Okay. Yeah. I have the members' notes in there. And
Okay.
yeah. There's one other thing that I wanted to put in there. Oh, that one doesn't have what I wanted. But I can work on that. Let me make this bigger. Every time you do one thing, it leads to 10 problems.
It's in anything.
Gallery. Okay. Well, that's about as big as it's going to get. No. Okay, so we are going to call this meeting to order at 6:01. And Alan, will you take roll call for us?
Roll call, President.
Here.
Vice President, not here. Maintenance,
Yeah,
Security,
here.
Sales and Secretary, here. Yes, we have a quorum.
Great. Okay, the reason that I called this emergency meeting was the apartment is ready and it's ready to be shown. The appliances came in today.
They look great.
Yeah, and everything is set. The only thing that we don't have up are the blinds, but that's a mood issue because we can get the blinds up easily enough. But today we're going to have to make some decisions. And I sent all of the board members a note and a reminder. Joanne sent me a note about 10 minutes ago saying she had a birthday party to go to and she couldn't be here. So whatever decisions we make today, we're making as a quorum of 4. So I wanted to make sure that we went over some of the members' notes so everybody knows what our members think about. Can you see the notes?
Just one more thought. Is that it? I'm noticing the remarks are become a dog ownership. What's that?
Issue. You know, you can make that bigger.
Oh, I can see it all right,
Oh,
but
okay. Versus apartment damages. Hopefully the conversation will be steered in the direction of any pets. Otherwise, it'll escalate to us versus them again. And then, John, it's not about renting to people with pets. It's that people don't take care of what they're supposed to take care of with their pets. No hoarding rule. Think a no pets policy is warranted. No pets except emotional support animals or service animals, but they must document with proper paperwork, proof of insurance, security, first, last, plus $1,000 security. $2,000 a month is for a super luxury apartment. I think we have a pretty luxurious apartment there now. My kids rent luxury apartments. They pay $1,900 extra money for a pet. 6-month inspections with 24-hour notice.
yeah.
Should be no pet. Get first month rent and security, then add last month's rent in 4 installments after first and security are paid.
Okay.
First month's rent, security deposit, which is usually equal to a month's rent. Inspection quarterly. We would not allow any pets of any kind in the apartment under any circumstances. It has not worked for us multiple times.
Agree.
Okay, those are the comments that that we got. Let me see if I hit stop. Don't lose. Get out of there. Those are the comments that we got from the membership, and I wanted to make sure that you saw those. And where's my docs? There's one more thing I was, oh yeah, I think I can get it on here. Share doc options.
I got one more. How many people? Yeah, I want to have 10 people in that apartment.
We have 10 in there. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get the rental agreement in there, but there is a rental agreement that actually Joanne Valencia has sent me. And some of the things we have to make a motion on today and possibly pass today. Number one is the rent amount. What are we thinking?
I'm saying 2,000 because of all the amenities that they're going to be receiving here at the park. Also, we're only like a mile and a half to 2 miles from the beach. I mean, everything around here is within a 15, 20-minute ride. Either you go to Jupiter or Stewart. So it's centrally located. And if you go any lower, I'm afraid that we won't get the quality of people that we want in here.
Okay, in the apartment, we pay for the renter gets garbage pickup.
Right,
They get their water paid.
right.
They get basic cable. They have access to the pool.
Yeah.
They have access to the shuffleboard court. John Rotman said he doesn't even know if they pay for electric because electric is tied in somehow in the office. Does anybody
Well,
know for sure?
they said that she can't, she shut the electricity off that was in her name.
Okay, so it wasn't her name.
Yeah, I don't think the electric, that's not on one of our electric bills. That's on a different meter.
Okay, so the tenant pays for only electric, gas, and their cell service.
I thought the stove is electric or gas.
It's electric.
So there's
Okay,
no place to hook up
so
gas.
that'll go on her bill.
And
Right.
they have electrical heat,
They have what?
electric heat.
They have electric heat.
Yeah,
That'll go on her bill.
I think so, yeah. Well, air conditioning.
Okay. Does anybody aside from Ellen think we should go lower than 2,000?
No, I think we ought to try it at 2,000.
You can try it at 22 and hope we get to.
I think 22 is, well, it depends, but it's a standard apartment, not what would be considered a luxury apartment. A luxury apartment around here is going to cost you a lot more money because of
Yes.
the proximity to the beach.
Exactly.
But so are they going to pay? Are they going to have to hold renter's insurance? Is that the rule?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
the first thing we want to do is we want to decide on the amount before, because that's another question.
Well, I just want to know because that's a consideration.
Well, I think we're probably going to agree to that, but we haven't decided on it yet.
Okay.
So right now it's the $2,000.
Okay.
What do you think, Linda?
I think $2,000 is a fair price for the place, considering if they had to pay for the garbage, the water, cable, we're talking a few $100s.
Right.
So that really brings the price down to about 1,700 when we're talking about the amenities.
Yeah. So we go to 2,200.
I think at 2,200 we might be knocking people out.
Well, are they going to have to pay for renter's insurance? That's the question. If you're going to add in renter's insurance, you're going to knock more people out at 2,200.
Do you know how much it is down here?
You
What?
know,
Renter's insurance.
Well, it can't be too high because renters, homeowners insurance, which is what the policy is underwritten as, you don't have the price of the building. We have that. So
Well-
we pay for the price of the building.
Okay, Linda. Well, I pay $122 up north renter's insurance
Um,
A month?
for the tenants.
a month?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay. we're gonna have to get back to all these motions. But here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the last time with Anda, we did first and last, and we didn't have a security deposit. That
Right.
allowed her to sit out that month where we had her last payment. So instead of having first and last, we have first and security, which is the same amount as the rent.
The
Plus,
last, that'll be the last month, yeah.
yeah, plus a renter's policy. I think we almost have to have a renter's policy after the two renters we had that just
Ye-
destroyed the places.
I think
Yeah, we do need insurance. Go ahead, John.
I think maybe we need to make the motion on the rent after we decide on the renter's insurance and pet policy. I think we should decide those before we decide on the rent amount.
Okay. So what are we thinking with the security and whatnot? If we ask for first, last, and $1,000 security, we're asking someone to come up with a minimum of $5,000.
Too much money.
Yeah, that's going to kill, the deal. If we
But-
ask, if we ask for first security deposit, it's still a lot. It's still $4,000.
My question is, so they're gonna have a 1-year lease, right?
Right.
Why can't we take the last month of security and make it part of the monthly payment? Break it down over 12 months.
Yeah.
I'm not following.
You take, okay, let's say it's a $2,000 a month rent, $2,000
Oh,
security.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would divide that over 12 months. That would be part of the lease agreement. It would be the cheapest for the person who comes in. And
Which
it makes your apartment more of a premium get.
Which would bring them back up to about 2,200 a month.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So we'll get back to these with motion. Nick, what do you think about that idea?
Yeah, that sounds good. Also, I have another question, if I could ask. Do we stipulate how many people are going to be in this apartment?
Yeah, we definitely have
Can't
to.
have 10 people in there all of a sudden.
That's true. That's true. And of course, we don't want a family in there.
No,
No,
No. Do we want them to be 55 plus?
yes.
We haven't in the past. Steve wasn't 55, Anda wasn't 55.
We can still do 55 because that's our complex.
I think we have to consider that even though it's a different part of the establishment, we have to consider the basic basic complex rules would be 55 for one person, but not necessarily for a second person.
Okay, and that makes a good point when we get to the no pet policy, because we have rules that we live by as an association, and we're going to expect them to follow the rules. And if we expect them to follow the rules, then pets are allowed as long as they're under a certain size.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it gets a little complicated here.
I just think as far as the community is concerned, it sets a better precedent to have everybody on the same footing instead of us versus them.
Okay, so maybe we could put in a clause about them if they're working all day. If someone isn't at home, if we decide to do that, maybe we can put a clause in the lease that says if the dog or cat, oh, hope it's not a cat. If the dog is by itself for any longer than a few hours.
See, that's the thing about a cat. Cat you can leave by itself.
Yeah, but
Well-
spray.
Again, Linda,
Well,
how many times are we gonna go in there and inspect the place?
That's up to us to
That's
decide
another
today.
question.
That's another question.
Instead of every 6 months,
Yeah, I like every 6 months.
maybe we could go in one time more sooner instead of,
Quarterly?
I still don't want pets.
well, what I'm getting at is if we're allowed to go in there every 4 months, then we see if there's a pet problem right off.
Dan called me a little while ago, and of course, we would probably be sending Jet in because Jet cleaned the place and she
Okay.
knows what to look for. And
Yeah.
Dan suggested we go in every 3 months, at least for the first year, to make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing with the apartment. And he says, once we're comfortable with that, they come back the second year. We go in quarterly, once every 4 months.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but we still haven't figured out,
the rent.
well, no, the pets.
Oh, well, I say pets are good. It makes the place at a premium. They have a little courtyard, and for everybody here who owns pets, we keep our pets clean. Pets aren't the problem. The problem is people who don't take care of them. What's wrong with a cat or a goldfish or a parakeet or a turtle?
I say fish.
Yeah. And it's Florida and we don't get that cold. So there's that little courtyard back there that could be cordoned off where they could leave the dog or pet or whatever.
Yeah, we could get a little pet
Well,
bucket.
why can't we ask them what the pet's gonna be? And then we include that in the lease. If they say, I have a cat and a dog, okay, we say we'll put in the lease a cat and a dog.
No, I think we should limit to what we do here. One pet.
Yeah. And no, if we're going to go by the rules, we're going to go by the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So they
One
can
pet
only
under
have one.
16 inches.
But I think, Nick, you have a good point. If they have a cat, we have to check for spraying because
Oh, yeah.
cats are notorious for spraying. And
They're not neutered. They have to be neutered and they won't
They
spray.
have to be neutered. Yeah.
Well,
okay,
what
we can
about-
put neutered pets? as
what
part of-
about doors and cabinets? I mean, my niece has this gorgeous condo that she paid $300,000 for. And within 6 months of being in there, the cats had 2 cats scratched the doors to the cabinets, scratched, the furniture, scratched everything.
No pets. It'll take care of everything. We won't have to worry about it.
Okay, here's something else. We're going to go by our rules, but we're going to look at each individual case.
Can I ask a question? Why do we have to have them accept the rules and regulations?
Do we have to,
Or can we give them what we want for rules and regulations? Make up our own rules and regulations for the apartment, separate from the park.
I think that's what we want to avoid.
Why would we want to avoid it?
Regulations.
Well, they're not gonna get a certificate with a share or anything like that, right?
what'd you say, Nick?
They're not gonna get a certificate with a share or anything like that. This is just a rental.
Yeah.
Right, no share. No share, but, we could, are we asking them to be 55 plus?
Yes.
Okay, it's a 55 plus community. So we're looking for someone who is at least one person has to be 55.
Yes. You gonna make a motion on that?
Go ahead.
I make a motion that the tenant has one tenant at least 55, up to a maximum of 2 people.
I second the motion. Discussion. Alan?
No. Yeah, I'm thinking more on the 55. Do you think a younger, maybe a younger couple? Yeah, but see, there again, you get a young couple in there and then she gets pregnant. What do? We have no kids. 55, I agree.
What if they're 55 and they get pregnant?
Or a dog?
That, don't laugh, that's happened.
Let's vote on it.
And getting pregnant?
No, we vote no pregnancies.
Okay, so we're going to take a verbal vote. John has made the motion that at least one tenant has to be 55 years old to rent the apartment. I seconded it.
I
Ellen,
agree.
Ellen, do you want to take the poll?
Excuse me?
Do
Call out the
you
vote.
want to take the vote?
Oh, okay. Nick, what do you feel like?
Yes.
John?
I moved.
Okay. What's
Ellen.
he do? What's he doing in here? Paul's in here on the front of my lighting a cigarette.
Paul who?
That's what's a troublemaker. He and his dog are in the golf cart sitting outside of my house.
Oh, that
I
Paul.
don't know if he's trying to smoke a joint or if it's a cigarette. And there he goes. He shouldn't be riding around the park.
Did everybody vote?
Are we done with the vote?
I agree with the
Okay.
55, at least one person being 55.
Motion passes. The tenant must be at least, if there's two, at least one must be 55.
So only 2 people. Is that in with that clause?
We have to specify 2. Do we need to make a motion?
I
I
think so.
second that.
I
Okay.
move that we specify 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Motion, only
Yeah,
2
agree.
people.
At week 2 with the most.
Oh, the amount of people in
Yeah.
there. Yes.
Yep. Okay, so Nick says yes, Sean says yes, Linda,
Yes.
and I say yes. Okay.
I know I'm not supposed to chime in, but what do you guys think of the idea of 2,000 for one person and 2,200 for 2? Because they're going to be using twice as much stuff. Okay, I'm going laying back down. Sorry.
Oh, what's the name?
Hello.
Hello? Okay. All right. So we have 2 motions. Oh, we didn't take a vote. Yes, we did. You guys all took a vote while I was writing.
We passed the 155 year and only 2 people. Both of those motions passed.
Motion passes.
It's a 2-bedroom, right?
Yes. Okay, we're making progress. All right, now we need to talk about the pets. Yeah,
The price?
Pets.
Oh,
this is the real sticking point. Okay, so we are saying
I will make a motion. I move that we allow pets in the apartment, dogs only, according to the rules of the park.
Yes.
Dogs, no cats?
No cats, dogs
Nick,
only,
Nick, you're
16
second.
inches or less.
Okay, so John, you are going by, wait, you are making the motion.
We go by the park rules, one pet, dogs only, 16 inches or less.
Park rules. Dogs only.
Yeah, but does the park rule include cats?
No, dogs don't, oh, park rule does include cats.
Hmm?
The park rule does include cats.
Well, cat, could it be, do not say park rule, just say
Yeah,
one pet, dogs only.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
just,
I'll tell you why that wouldn't be a good idea, because the members who have texted us or emailed us, the majority of them are saying no
No pets. Right.
So if we are going to pass this motion, then we better have some good justification on why we're passing it.
Everybody
because
agrees
it's gonna
because of
put
all
it
the
at a premium.
damage.
Because that apartment is small and it's got a courtyard, and having a place where a dog can be puts it at a premium.
Okay, I hear that, but I think it has to be something more substantial, like you were saying before. Based on our rules and regulations, we allow everyone in the park to have at least one pet.
They
And that
can-
could be a dog or cat.
Well, because cats, and as the neighborhood knows, cats bring complaints from your neighbors. Because it's not the cat in the apartment's the problem, it's the other cats in the development that come around and will spray and will, because they'll know there's a cat in there. Cats bring other cats.
Okay, so your motion is that based on the park rules, we allow one pet, dog or cat. Well, I'm not going to say dog or cat. We allow one pet (16 inches or less. And I think I would like to amend that and add with the stipulation, with special stipulations per the contract.
We could also, if you bring in a dog, we could have a pet inspection, which would cover the inspection thing for the first year. We could have a pet inspection every 3 months.
Okay, that would be the special stipulations.
Yeah. And we should charge a deposit that's refundable after the year. Something small.
Well, Linda, you just said a little while ago that about your relative or whoever it was, that the cat scratched the hell out of everything.
Everything.
The dog can do that
Okay.
also. A
Everything.
dog can do that also.
It can't get up on the cabinets and scratch them.
Yeah,
You'd be,
she had a $5,000 dining room table. Looks like garbage right now.
I've had dogs that chew.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not going to chew the cinder block walls.
No, but the
No.
cabinets of wood.
Yeah, and the doors.
So, people can control their dogs.
You know that this is going to be an unpopular vote or motion.
Well, nobody has to pass it.
May I bring up may I bring up the situation that we're dealing with now with David Powers and all his shit in that Florida room? I mean, you know, I'm sorry. I don't want any pets at all. That's what causes us a lot of problems. And we still haven't gone to him and asked him to clean up his crap
Well,
in
Oh, yeah,
that
we
whole
have.
maybe his house is a crap festival because he's got dogs, but you're not going to keep everybody else in the park from having dogs. It's the person who's responsible.
I talked to him the other day about it. I did.
What'd he say?
He was going to clean it up. It should be cleaned up by now.
He told me that he had talked to him because I dropped off the paperwork for the dog and for him about his late rents.
Yeah. But we have to talk about the apartment in the emergency meeting. What's on the agenda only?
Okay.
So, John, you made the motion about the pets,
We
because
allow
of the
one
park
pet,
rules, allow
dog only.
one dog under 16 inches or less with special circumstances or stipulations written in the lease.
Exactly. That's my motion.
Lease. Do I have a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Nick. Okay, any more discussion on it?
Oh, I didn't vote for it.
What, Ellen?
I said I didn't vote for it. I'm not voting for it.
We have a discussion now, so the vote. John is
Yep.
How
a
do you
yes.
feel?
Nick is a yes.
Okay.
And I am going to be the tiebreaker here. And as much as I don't want another pet in the apartment, I think that we are going to have to offer it. So I'm going to have to go with it and say yes.
I
So-
hope the people, they find out.
Oh, they'll find out.
They'll find out. We'll let them know.
Okay, I think the way to approach that is that when we, Alexa, stop. When we show the apartment, we ask them if they have a pet and explain to them the problem we've had with the pets and tell them we really don't want a pet in the apartment. And if we have a pet, there are going to be special stipulations in the lease. It's going to cost them more because they're going to have to put a deposit down.
That's
So
a
are we
given.
advertising this apartment?
Well,
Advertising?
that's the last thing we're going to discuss.
We
Yeah.
don't have to advertise pets, do we?
No, no,
That's right.
no, we do not have to advertise. So we'll tell
If
everybody.
they should ask.
Yeah. And
I'd
if
like some
ask,
I'd like some references also.
yeah, and if they ask, you know, our position is the dog over 16 inches? If the dog's over 16 inches, the answer is no.
And they could understand that we had problems with the previous.
Yeah. Yep.
Why
We
would
had
they
to
care?
basically rebuild the place.
Okay, Ellen was the note. Okay. Our next topic is the rent in what we are going to charge for rent. And so far, it looks like the consensus is that $2,000 a month is a fair amount.
I think we'll get a lot more applicants at $2,000 a month, and we can choose.
Now, John Roteman, I was talking to him the other day, and he said a sly business practice is always to go under like $19.99 a month.
I think it's insulting. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That 1 penny?
What are we buying, grapes or what?
Okay, so I'm going to make the motion that we set the rent at $2,000 a month.
I agree. A second.
Ellen seconds. Any discussion? Ellen, you want to take the vote?
And how are we gonna work that? You're gonna give them X amount of time to pay the security by the
Oh,
month?
that's the next one we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ellen, you want to take the vote there? I made
I
made the motion at $2,000 a month.
Nick?
Who
Yes.
seconded it? You seconded it.
Okay, Nick says yes. John?
Yes.
Linda?
I made the motion.
Oh, that's right too. Ellen, yes.
Okay, so the motion passes at $2,000 a month. Okay, now we have to decide, is it first and last plus security plus a pet fee if there is a pet? Or do we do first and security and
like
ask them for an insurance policy?
Yeah, as long as they have insurance.
Okay, so we want first, we want security that they can pay out.
Is that going to be equal to the first month's rent?
Yeah, it's equal to the first month's rent, but it will not be the last month's rent like Anda did and use that last month's rent.
No.
If we have a problem with them and they don't pay by the 8th of the month or whatever the time is, they're out of there. And just sat hers out for the entire month because she had first and last.
So we're going to have first and security, and we're going to divide the security over 12 months.
Divided.
That sounds reasonable. Well, how much are you going to charge for the dog? 25, 50 a month? Every 6 months, a year?
How much do we want to charge for if they have a dog?
$100 a year.
How much?
$100 a year.
Nick, what did you charge?
Well, I never got involved much with pets or anything like that, you know.
So none of your tenants have pets?
Let's see, they had one cat.
Okay, so
we could scrap the whole idea. I mean, if you're paying the security deposit.
All right, if you want to scratch the pet, then they have to have apartment insurance.
They're going to have a pet inspection or whatever. That's enough of a stipulation, I think.
Okay, so we have first security divided over 12 months. And what else?
That's it.
Nope, not it.
Apartment insurance.
Well, what about the renter's insurance?
I think we need the renter's insurance.
Yes.
Because this damage this time was so much, even a security deposit of $2,000 wasn't going to cover it.
No,
So we have to cover the renter, the renter's insurance out of,
No, we don't.
no, they
no,
pay.
I mean, if they pay renter's insurance over the year,
Yeah,
they're paying, don't they just go out and get their own policy from somebody
they
outside?
have to get, right, they have to go to insurance
So that's not
company,
really
but
part of the lease agreement, right? Just
That's
that
right.
they have to have it.
Yeah, just that they have to have a policy with us added on as being part of the insured.
Do
So,
we have to talk about minimum policy requirements?
well, I think the state has minimum policy requirements based on the value of
Okay,
the place. So I don't think you would get anything under 100,000 for an apartment. And renter's insurance is not that expensive.
no, it's not. I had it
Well,
years ago.
Nick's, how many policies did you have, Nick, for $122?
Just one,
And it
One.
cost you,
one policy, and I think it covered around $18,000.
that's it?
Well, that was just furniture and contents.
And it was $122 a month?
Yeah, that's what I'm paying right now. It's 122 in New Hampshire.
I think we have to do a little more research on renters insurance so we know what we're talking about, because I have no idea how much it is either.
Well, we got an insurance guy right down the street there. Before you get into Publix, I use him for my auto, but I think he's an independent. He sells everything.
Well, I just think we should do a little bit more research on the renters insurance, because everybody's saying that's the sticking point of how much money it's gonna cost them extra.
Florida statewide average $152 to $227 a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much does it cover?
South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, on the higher end of the range, sometimes exceeding $250.
Yeah. In Florida, I didn't think it was that expensive. I remember one time when I had it, but that was a long time ago, I was paying like $18 a month.
Yeah,
112, right? One of them. 100, 112.
Security first, that's the cheapest option.
Okay, so
What did it say what it covers, John?
It doesn't say amounts, it just says generally. So
first,
So they have to prove that they have renter's insurance in force? Is that the idea?
I think they should be. I mean, it's only gonna help them too if something happens in their apartment.
well,
The apartment, the
Just saying,
renters,
how do we put it in there? Okay, you're gonna pay $100 in private rent insurance. So we have to put it in the lease somehow. We have to stipulate within the first 30 days, they get insurance in force. They have to walk in the door with insurance.
I think you have to give them 60 days.
yeah, because some insurance companies don't
Yeah, they don't
give
have,
you right off the bat.
well, I mean, if you go online these days, you can get it almost instantly.
Oh, okay. I was looking to see if there was anything in the rental agreement. No, there's nothing there about insurance. It's just additional terms. Okay, so this motion is going to deal around first security deposit, which can be paid over 12 months, and renter's insurance.
Does renter's insurance go in the installment plan with the security deposit?
Well, Linda, what I did, I paid the renter's insurance for the people that rented my home,
I know. I thought that was benevolent of you.
because that way I knew that it was there, that it was paid.
Well, we could do that, but that's gonna up the rent.
Well,
Yes,
up the
it
rent
is.
to 2,100 then.
Then we have to make a new motion.
So we have to rescind the motion. That's why I wanted to wait till last on that. We'd have to rescind the motion on the $2,000 if we decided to do that.
It would be easier for us to have the insurance than to have the rate high and then to get it.
That's
Exactly.
true.
We
That's
control
true.
it.
And we can probably get a better rate.
That's true.
2,200. If they're gonna have pets and we're gonna pay insurance, I say 2,200.
Okay. So we are rescinding the motion at $2,000, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Do we, so I'm making the motion that we rescind the motion on $2,000. Do we have a vote on that?
I second the motion and rescinding the motion.
Nick,
Yes.
yes. Linda, you made the motion.
I will
John
make the motion.
seconded.
We take $2,200 according to the same rules we decided on the first time around for $2,000.
Okay, so we want $2,200. I vote yes.
Hold on a minute. John, rescind the motion. Linda, John seconded it. Discussion and passes.
So the renter's insurance will be on us.
Okay, so
Another line in the budget.
who's making the motion? For the 20.
I'm making the motion. I make the motion. We charge $2,200 under the same stipulations that we had for $2,000 that we rescinded earlier.
Well, the only thing we had was $2,000 a month. So this is, we charge $2,200 a month. We charge $2,200 a month and provide
Renter's insurance.
renter's insurance. Okay, so John, you're making the motion.
I make the motion we charge $2,200 a month and provide renter's insurance.
Second.
Ellen? Vote.
Nick,
Our discussion, we just had the discussion. Vote, Nick.
what'd you say again?
Vote. Vote.
I second the motion for 2,200 with renter's insurance.
Okay, so the vote is me and Nick.
Yep.
Nick?
Nick, what do you think?
Yes. Vote yes.
Okay.
Unanimous.
Anonymous.
That's anonymous.
Okay, so I think the last one we have is on advertising.
Are you thinking a realtor or can we just put a piece in the paper?
I hadn't thought about,
I mean, if you get a realtor, she's gonna want a commission. If we put it in the paper, then we just pay for the notice.
we could put it in the paper, we could put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
We could put it on Hope Sound Facebook page.
Yeah,
We could put it in the shopper's guide. Is there a shopper's guide in Hope Sound? Anybody
That
know?
I don't know.
Okay, so
There's the Stewart newspaper.
Yeah, Stewart newspaper. Okay, so Ellen, do you want to make this motion?
I make the motion that we put
Well,
it,
Advertise
make the motion that we don't use a realtor.
yes, no realtor.
that we advertise in the local
That'd be better.
publication.
Community advertising.
Yeah, because a lot of people depend on those. Because a
Okay.
lot of people don't get newspapers anymore.
So Ellen, you made a motion that we advertise in the community and local news publications. Second,
I second.
Dawn. Any more discussion?
Oh, cool.
The only thing I want to say is you realize that having someone else involved is screening your clients. When you throw it out there in the local papers, you don't know who you're going to get.
Yeah, but they have to have references. They're not going to rent them until we know what their references are. They have to have a reference.
And they have to pay for, we don't even have to pass this, they have to pay for a background check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
All right.
yeah. So John seconded it. Discussion was losers. And the vote. I vote yes.
Okay.
Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what we got here right now. Alexa, turn on the chair light. She's hard of hearing. Alexa, turn on the chair light. Thank you. First motion was one person has to be at least 55 years old.
Right.
That motion was made by John. I
Okay.
seconded it. Okay. John also made the motion that only 2 people be permitted in the
Yes.
residence.
Right.
Alan seconded that. Motion passed. Nick and Linda. Okay. John, motion that the park follow the rules with the renter and allow 1 pet, only 16 inches, with special stipulations in the lease.
Dog.
What?
1 pet dog.
Yeah, you'd like to see a dog, but there are cats in the park too.
I thought we decided dog only.
What happens if somebody says they have a cat?
See how many applications we get.
With special stipulations. Yeah, it does say dogs only
Yeah.
in the motion. I got it seconded by Nick. Okay. And rent. We made an initial motion at $2,000, and after discussion, we rescinded it and made the motion that the rent be $2,200. And Lakeside provides the renter's insurance.
Right.
Okay. Where is, change that. Okay, so with the, okay, I got it. With the $2,200, we also have included in that the first security deposit and have it divided over 12 months. And we're providing the renter's insurance. Okay, advertising, I made the motion that we advertise in local publications. John seconded it, and the vote was yes. John, do you have the agenda out?
I do not have one. Is it? No, I don't have it.
If I can find it there. I want to make sure we covered everything that was on the agenda.
I'll go on my email and see if I can find it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I found the renters, how much are we going to charge for rental? Are we charging first, last security or modifying that, which we did?
Right.
We are adding no pets clause or modified that. We modified that. What type of inspections are we requiring? That's one thing we haven't decided on.
No, we haven't.
Building?
Hmm?
We have
Yeah.
fire insurance on the building?
I guess
And
we got whatever we have to have, if you can get it in Florida.
And what, Ellen?
And are we requiring renters insurance with Lakeside as an additional insured?
Well, if Lakeside gets the rental insurance,
Right,
we would be an additional insured.
right. So that would pass.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that would be more expensive to do it that way, which is why you're paying more, Nick. I think that you're paying on the price of replacement for the house in case something happens to the house when you get it as the owner.
No, no. When you get renter's insurance,
The
what
furniture.
you're doing is you're protecting the renter.
Okay. The inspections. What are we doing with the inspections?
I think the first time, once in 4 months. I mean, they're gonna be in here. I mean, 3 months that they barely gotten settled in. They haven't really, 4 months at least gives them time to get settled in and
And to get the place dirty.
Yeah.
I
that's
say,
right.
yeah, every 4 months.
So you're saying 3 times a year?
Yeah.
For the first year, and then maybe we can go every 6 months. What do you think?
Make the motion and we'll,
I would keep it right at 4 months. Hey,
Yeah.
we don't want to have this happen again.
okay. Ellen, you gonna make that motion?
I make a motion that we check on the apartment every 4 months.
Now,
They can have 24 hours notice.
that we complete a deep inspection.
What?
A roof inspection?
A thorough, deep,
Complete.
Oh,
complete.
deep inspection.
So
Oh,
Ellen, you're
yeah.
making the motion that we complete a thorough inspection
Flood?
every 4 months. Is that right?
That's what
Are we
That's
going
what
to
was-
assign somebody to do the inspection? Is this going to be a paid position?
I think just our cleaning lady goes in there. That's would be part of her job. What do you guys think? I mean, she goes into the bathroom, she looks at the walls, she looks at the windows to make sure there's no moisture in there. She goes in the bedrooms, looks in the closets on the floors to make sure the dog if there's a dog or if, whatever, isn't going to the bathroom in the closet, goes into the kitchen,
I'm going to the bathroom in the closet.
looks
You
under,
never know. You never know.
looks under the sink and makes
I
sure
say,
no
okay, so
water.
what's the motion?
The cleaning
Motion.
lady,
The motion is that we check the apartment every 4 months.
Okay. I second.
Now, we're putting a lot on Jet. She may not want to do it. So we'd have to appoint someone else to do it if she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
someone would
for
have,
the cleaning job.
and
You only
someone
got
has,
to go in every 3 months and do an inspection. So it's part of the cleaning job. It doesn't really add that much.
no,
yeah, but she should have somebody with her when she goes in. She shouldn't go in by herself.
Agreed.
that's true.
okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but yeah, not alone.
Be a board member.
Yeah. Don't forget, we've had board members go in and do an inspection and nothing resulted from it.
Because nobody did anything. At
No,
the time John and I went in there.
Jack went in there. Jack and Joanne went in there. Jack went in there about 6 months ago or longer and came out and said everything was fine.
Well, he's an idiot.
I was in
Really?
there before that.
John, is he really okay? Everything was fine.
No,
Oh my Lord.
he said that, the place was clean and it was neat. And he didn't see any problems with anything being ruined.
Did he smell it?
How long ago was that?
That was it was during last season.
Well, John,
It
do
seems
you
to me
remember
that
when
dog
we went in?
sick for a year and a half.
Watch it.
John, when were we in there? Before she fell and broke her hip.
Yeah, we were in there a couple times and it smelled. It smelled
Yeah.
pretty bad.
And that was before she broke her hip. So that was recent.
That was
was,
recent, but the problem was that nobody really brought it to the attention of the board. The only
I
way
thought John and I brought it to the attention of the
There
board.
was-
That's the reason why we went in there.
there was a smell, but you guys thought the smell was coming from somewhere else, from the outside or whatever.
No.
Well, all I know is the only reason that we did anything about it was because when I went in
Nobody
there,
reported it.
when I went in there the day that she broke her hip,
Right.
and I went back to the office and I said to Sandy, that woman has to either clean that up or she's out of there.
Well, look at, I've been cleaning the behind the courtyard there probably for 3 years.
I know you have.
John Roman was always complaining because there was always shit all over the place.
Yeah. But the reason he was complaining was because we had 2 other residents who were at the pool who were on his butt about the smell when they were at the pool.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm just saying, Jack going in there 8 months ago or whatever and saying everything was fine.
No.
Well, I don't think we're gonna let that happen.
No,
this
we're not going
board.
to let that happen again. No. Okay, so we have the motion for a thorough inspection every 4 months. I seconded it. We had a discussion and the vote. I made the motion. No, Ellen made the motion.
You second,
I seconded it.
I vote yes.
Nick, yes.
Yes.
And Nick, yes. Okay. Well, it looks like we got everything covered that we needed to get covered. Now all we have to do is look at the rental agreement, and not us. But we can look at the rental agreement now and put the stipulations in there that need to be put in there. And I'm going to make a motion. This is just going to be a blanket motion. I'm going to make a motion that we look at a prospective tenant, and if we have to alter any of the motions that have been made, any of the approvals, that we take that in, we consider. I don't know how I'm going to word it, but I'm going to make let's see, I'm going to make a motion that we tailor.
So do we have to reconvene?
Well, I think, let's say, let me write this, that we tailor the rental, we tailor the rental rules if needed. And that protects us with, if somebody comes in, we don't get anybody, we get one person who comes in and says, I can give you $2,000 a month. Okay, we'll take the $2,000 a month. You get your renter's insurance within 60 days. So we can tailor it to meet their needs.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we have to be on the retainer of that insurance. They
Absolutely.
have to abide by that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no sense in having it if we're not. So,
And renter's insurance, does it cover any destruction that the dog might make?
I'm sorry,
well,
what?
that's they would have to they would have, their policy would have to include a pet policy. Yeah, that becomes a problem,
Yeah,
because that's what our insurance company told me. He said the two things we don't cover damages covered by pets. He says, and we do not cover any kind of water leak if it has not, we have not been notified within 14 days.
right. And
The
we never
problem.
notified.
And we didn't notify them for 2 years or 3
Right.
years. Yeah. Okay, so I made the motion that we tailor the rental agreement if the need arises.
I'll
I
second.
Okay. Ellen seconds.
Okay, second, Alan.
John, you can third.
I will vote yes.
Nick
Next.
and John. Yes. Okay, so we got it covered. We're charging $2,200 a month with renter's insurance paid for by Lakeside. And 55 person, at least one has to be 55. We are going to follow the rules of Lakeside. And if there's a pet, it can only be up to 16 inches.
And we're going to advertise locally.
We're going to advertise locally, and
Right.
We are going to get first security deposit over 12 months. And that's it. We've got everything done, and inspections. We got everything done, guys.
Hooray.
Okay.
Now we just got to get somebody in there.
Yeah. And I think I might put something on Hope Sound Facebook tonight or tomorrow. And
What about churches? People that go to church that might need an apartment.
what are you going to do? Advertise at church?
It's just a suggestion. As long as they don't go around and try to Jesus save us all.
Yeah.
That we don't need.
Well, if you can think of any place else that we can advertise, and of course we have word of mouth with residents at Lakeside,
Really.
you know. we might
I have
be-
a question.
Yeah,
What about the automobiles? What is our rule on that?
I know that the renter parks on the side of the building
For one, yeah.
for one. If they had to, I guess they could park both of them on the side of the building.
Yeah. Why
We have
not?
spots for three.
Okay.
As long as Sandy has her spot to park her car.
Yeah.
All right.
You got off-street parking. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
for 2,200 a month, I think maybe they need both people working
More than likely.
or
Or
both.
somebody's got a good job or
Or they both-
retired very well.
Yeah, or they retired with a good pension and Social Security. Okay, well, we'll get to work on this and get this all worked out and send a letter to everybody telling them we made some decisions.
Let me know so I can leave town.
Yeah, you better hide over there.
Let us know what Joanne thinks.
What, John? What, John?
Let us know what Joanne thinks.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. This meeting is adjourned at 7:13.
Wow. All right.
Good deal.
All right, thanks, guys.
Great job, everyone. Thanks.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh.